Hello and welcome to Durand Talks. And today my guest is Ravi Pushkar, Director of Football for FC Goa. Obviously, you can understand the club I'm focusing on is FC Goa. And I will also be joined very soon by the coach Juan Fernando. So Ravi, let me start with you. Goa, and the moment I mention Goa, coming from Bengal, the first thing is rivalry. You and I have had a tremendous but healthy rivalry. So while I appreciate the kind of football you play, and I have to say this, FC Goa over the years, at least the last few years, has been the most attractive Indian football team. Your thoughts on that? Because the football you play, the real Joga Bonito, beautiful game, is what the brand of football FC Goa plays. Thoughts on that?
Well, to begin with, Boria, thank you so much for the compliment. Obviously, for us, there's no greater form of flattery than getting, as we call it, a direct rival to tell us that, the form of football that we play is very attractive. And yes, it all stems from the philosophy that we have as a football club. We always try to play an attractive brand of football for the simple reason that we feel like that is the best way for us to sort of please our fans. Thankfully, we have a very knowledgeable football crowd out in Goa, a big football culture, just like in Calcutta as well. Therefore, we want to sort of, give our fans not just results, but also entertainment while doing so. When they come and spend their hard-earned money at our matches, we want them to feel entertained when they go back, and hence the reason why we adopted the footballing philosophy that we have. And thankfully, it's reaping its rewards in the past couple of years that you've mentioned.
Ken Turner, how much has it helped Goan football?
I think it's helped immensely because not too long ago there was, a few I-League clubs from the Goan state who sort of dropped out. But thankfully, we've been lucky enough to be able to fly the flag of FC Goa quite high. There's a lot of young football players now taking it up as an aspiration to play for FC Goa. There's kids still continuing to play across the streets, across the fields of Goa, and obviously that is very important to keep the footballing culture alive. Parents are now taking a more active part in encouraging kids to go and join the different youth programs, whether it be FC Goas or any of the other professional clubs that are established in the state. The Goa Pro League continues to be strong as ever. We've seen at least about 15 different imports in the past 2 years leading to the level of the ISL. So I think it's helping the Goa football system to continue to stay strong. But obviously that goes down to the entire ecosystem towards the efforts of one football club.
Corporate investment is the key. We know that worldwide, the 65% share. Your personal thoughts, are you happy with the way FC Goa, for example, has been able to commercialize, monetize, and a general comment as to how you see Indian football going ahead with corporate investment coming in?
Of course, it's always important because football was not really the primary sport in the country and doesn't continue to be so. There are other sports that are far more lucrative from a commercial sense. But given that there is now corporate investment and the owners have actually bought into the vision of developing the game and so forth, the amount of money that they've invested that is not seen in the front line towards youth development, grassroots infrastructure obviously helps because it allows kids an opportunity and a platform to develop their footballing skills, right? And that was I think what was sorely missing the previous years. Now with multiple investors coming into the sport and actually investing in long-term projects rather than just short-term expenses, as we could call it, it's obviously the sport because now it's allowed teams to sort of focus on not just the next 1 or 2 years and think short-term, but rather think towards the long-term and allow clubs to focus and think about developing footballers and not just playing football.
I will ask the coach the same question as well the moment Juan Fernando joins me. But thoughts on Durand? Because, when I was growing up as a youngster in Calcutta, Durand was the Durand Cup. Obviously, much more pedigree, gloss, tremendous history, very important part of the Indian football calendar. I'm delighted that FC Goa is participating in Durand because it will help resurrect the tournament. How are you approaching the competition?
For us, it was a great privilege and honor to be invited to this tournament. We've always held this tournament in the highest of esteem. When it was revived and sort of brought back a couple of years ago, when we were given the first opportunity to participate, our boys, which was our reserve team at that point in time, went there and we had a great experience, some extremely good competitive football. Ultimately, that's what we can do for a professional footballer. And for us this year, again, when the opportunity came up, we said we go one step further. We bring our entire first team with the very best of the players who played for us, including our foreign contingent as well. And they will be coached by the person who's in charge of the main first team as well, and not by perhaps the reserve team. And therefore, we want to give the tournament its due sort of respect and bring the strongest possible team. And we're coming to the tournament again with the hopes of trying competing at the very highest level, try and entertain not just our fans, but perhaps the audience of Kolkata and all across India. And we will try and put up the best possible footballing action there is from our side. And hopefully we can walk away with the trophy because, to be completely honest, we're coming there to try and win the trophy. Nothing less than that.
Does it actually also help in the preparation for the ISL? Because it will get you good, important match practice with decent teams, will allow you to test your reserve bench, will get you prepared. Does that also help?
Oh, absolutely. It was the moment we first heard that the Durand Cup was a possibility, we didn't think twice about it as being a factor that allows us to sort of, be a catalyst in our preparation for the ISL, right? All you can hope for in pre-season is to get good competitive footballing action. Against the very best of teams across the country. And it's not just ISL, it's the teams from the I League as well, and it's also the teams from the armed forces. So obviously it's a great opportunity for us to play against the very best and test ourselves.
Coach, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I've been following all of your exploits in the ISL, have commentated on it. And I just told Ravi that the thing I like about you and your team is your philosophy of playing beautiful football. Is that a conscious one, attacking beautiful football? Is that what you imbibe in? Give me your thoughts.
Thank you for your words, but in football exists a lot of point of views. When I was talking 2 years ago with Ravi and Axe, the president, they told me about the philosophy of the club. They told me about the philosophy, about the point of view about football here in Goa, and I think it's very close about my point of view. Of course, we try to play in this way, but of course it's difficult because it's not only to play good football. It's very important to help the young players. It's very important to learn and to improve every day in this methodology. But the moment I'm so happy because in one season I think we can improve a lot of players and. Okay, but we are not in this moment. We are completely happy because we know it's necessary to improve more.
2 questions to you, Coach, before I go to Ravi. One, you've touched upon this. I would want you to comment on Indian football in general, because clearly with ISL, our football is making important strides forward, and your contribution, FC Goa's contribution, is very important. How are you seeing Indian footballers along with the foreigners? Are they improving mentally, physically, skill-wise? Question number 1. Question number 2, your thoughts on this season. Are you happy with the team, the way the team is shaping up, etc.? Thoughts on this season, because obviously expectations are pretty big from you.
Okay, about the first question, I think it's the most important is not necessary to talk about one coach, one player, one foreign player, one. I think it's necessary to talk about the team. Also, I know I have a lot of responsibility because I am a head coach of the one coaching staff of the one team. But at the end, in my case, in Goa, I'm so happy because my coaching staff tried to help me in my point of view about methodology. And then the foreign players, they know about what's happening in this country. And the target is not only to come here to play football, receive the salary, stop. No, here they know it's necessary to help the players to understand about what happened in the pitch. At the end, it's like a second teachers, no? It's a second coaches. They work in the pitch. This is, I think, the most important to understand for everybody. No exists one person and to change all the mentality. Exists one team, one coaching staff, and then if the way is correctly, we have success. And the second question was told me about
this season, your team for this season.
About the team, we'll see, because now it's time to prepare the team. Now is to prepare the players. We are working in some points in tactical. Of course, I'm happy because in this season we start the pre-season so early, because I think it's necessary. But then we'll see because when we start the ESL, we can decide about the pre-season was good, about the players was good. it's difficult to explain you about now. I'm happy, of course, in pre-season, but around of the world, the pre-season is amazing because everybody's happy, everybody wants to be ready, everybody's the motivation is 100%, everybody wants to help. But when they start the competition, this is the most important because the players out of the squad, the motivation of the players, there's some conflicts inside. It's difficult, But now in pre-season, it's so easy to talk because the life is amazing at the moment.
Ravi, you touched upon the issue of fans. I mean, during COVID, how difficult has it been to keep the fan base, vibrant and committed? Because obviously FC Goa has a huge legion of committed fans, number one. But more important, what are the fan engagement plans that you have in place? Because obviously they can't come to the stadium. There is a problem there. The whole world has faced this problem. Your thoughts on keeping your fan base vibrant and alive?
Yeah, I mean, we realized immediately as soon as the pandemic struck that I would not be there in the stadium for this year. It's a big, huge sort of support for us. And that's why we have such a strong record at home. If we not be Durand is obviously going to be a challenge for us, but we've adapted. I think we did well. But at the same time, we also made sure that the fans get connected. So we made ourselves a lot more accessible to the fans, and then doing ourselves not just the club, but also the players, the coaches, every possible opportunity that we got to interact with them. Either through the season last year, through the course of the summer, we will do so through the course of the next season as well. So try and let them feel as close to the club as possible. And whatever they're missing out on not being in the stadium, we try and make up for it in any way possible by interacting with them online, offline, wherever we can, to be honest. Try to find as many interaction points as possible to ensure that all the effort that they put in into supporting the club is seen as being appreciated and respected by the club.
Coach, your experience of the AFC Champions League, tell me a little bit in detail.
Incredible. For me, it was amazing competition. I'm happy because I was participating in Champions League in Europe and now Champions League in Asia. But when you are in the international cup, it's amazing. It's amazing. Of course, my target is to be in future repeat the same with FC Goa in Champions League because the players to improve a lot. The day before the game, after the game, I think the emotions, the feelings is totally different. You play against very good teams. You play a very good tacticals. The substitution is like no because one player is tired and then substitution. No, the substitutions is because you change the plan of the tactical. Then all the players are ready. It's amazing. It's amazing. I hope FC Goa to participate in all the time in Champions League because sure the players and the team and the club will improve a lot because it's most important competition around of the world.
Excellent answer. Coming to the Durand Cup, I mean, it's one of India's most prestigious, one of India's most well-known, historically relevant tournaments. You will be coaching the team this year. Your first team is coming. Your thoughts on the Durand Cup? Coach, your thoughts on the Durand Cup?
The connection. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Sorry, because can you repeat because the signal is me.
Yeah, I said your thoughts on the Durand Cup, coach, on the tournament.
Yeah, about the Durand Cup, I think it's a great opportunity for us because we know this cup has a lot of history. It's 130 years. I think it's for us. It's very important because Ravi told me about the possible to participate in Durand Cup. Thirdly, because it's good in pre-season to participate in against good teams, be competitive. I think it's good. Second detail because we can prepare some plans for the team. And the third is like a rhythmic, the players need to play all the time. And I think it's good because we have 3 games, like a group stage. And of course, we hope in knockout we have more participating games. But I think it's the first three games are very important for us, are very important for players, and of course we hope to prepare the team in the three games for future, and of course for the present, because for us it's not only friendly games. For us is important games. In case of against Sudeva, against Youngespur, against Army Green, I think it's very important to put focus, and for us it's a big competition. It's important, and then it's a pleasure for us to participate in this Durand Cup.
Ravi, question for you. I mean, when I think of FC Goa, obviously the three other clubs that come to mind: ATK Mohun Bagan, serious investment from Sanjeev Goenka; Mumbai City FC now with the tie-up, serious investment; Bengaluru FC, part Jingle and JSW Sport. So serious corporate investment in these three clubs. How are you looking at the rivalry with these three clubs?
I mean, it's always helpful when you have clubs that are sort of raising the level and the bar constantly, because it just reaches out and pushes you to sort of push yourself harder as well. As a club as well, we've always tried to feel that we can compete with them equally. Financially, we might not have the same might, but we always feel like we can make that up through our scouting network, through our coaching network, and through the work that we do on the pitch. And we consider them as equal rivals, and we feel like we can go with any of them. Juan and the entire squad have the confidence that we can go with any of the clubs in the country, and that's the confidence that we went to the AFC Champions League with as well. And I feel like I think we put a great outing out there. We showed that we can raise our level when we need to, and hopefully this year we'll prove ourselves capable of doing the same once again.
Coach, same question for you. I am a Bengali, so I have to ask you this: ATK Mohun Bagan as rivals. I want you to win every other game, not against ATK Mohun Bagan. So your thoughts on that?
At the end, when you're participating in the league, for me, the most important, all the opponents are important, of course. Of course, ATK and Mumbai is in another level with a budget, but don't forget, in football is not the budget the most important. You have examples with Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester City, and they don't. It's very difficult to win the Champions League, And also, for example, Paris Saint-Germain, the last season won the championship. This is the truth. Of course, the budget can help, but at the end, I think the secret, everybody knows the secret, is in dressing room. There are good emotions. The coaching staff, they take a good decisions, and the club is seriously and professional. You have more success, and then the budget is the second or the third point.
Excellent point. Excellent point. So, when you play against these clubs, coach, ATK,
but if it's possible, can Messi here is better.
Yeah, I mean, the question I wanted to ask.
In case of Ravi, can here with me.
Yeah, I'm saying, coach, the question is, when you play these clubs, is there extra motivation for you? Do you want to beat them that much more? Like when I was in Manchester, a Man City versus Man U was the whole city would come to a standstill. Mohun Bagan, East Bengal, ATK versus FC Goa. You have extra motivation for your players?
No. For me, is when you play, for example, against East Bengal or against ATK, is the same, because exists 3 points. Of course, we need to put attention in some details, in tactical details, because when you play against East Bengal or when you play against ATK, there are some players, in the case of Robbie Krishna, and maybe it's necessary to prepare some points in defense, in tactical defense, because it's different. But the motivation is the same, and this is the most important with like a head coach. Now I am talking with a head coach. I think I am very head coach if my team is regular. If, for example, my team to participate against ATK, to do a very good game, and then when play against, for example, against Youngespur, my team is not good. It's really the problem of the head coach. My target is the team to be a regular in all the games, to participate in good actions, in good football. You forget the opponent. This is our target, no? But no exists more motivation about Mumbai, Vatica, no.
Excellent answer. I mean, just a follow up on that. I mean, we in India always look forward to watching good foreigners come, because the ISL has added to the standard of football. Thoughts on the foreigners you have this year? Anybody that we need to specially look up to? Your thoughts on the foreigners that you have in your team? Coach, a thought on the foreigners?
No. Now I think the problem is with Bio Barber. It's no exists a big problem with foreigners to come here, or about the level. Now it's the COVID situation. This is a really problem for everybody. But I think it's normal, because in this moment of around of the world is so confused. The situation, COVID, it's a disaster for everybody. And then for work with the people with work here in the club with the scout, or for example, in case Ravi are talking with foreign players, the first point is about the COVID situation, because it's not possible. Some players will come with the family, exist problems with embassies, or sometimes with the paper. But now, for example, 10 years ago was very difficult, because the level of the Indian league. But now, step by step, the people are talking about the feelings, emotions, more the organization, to be organization of the championship. It's good for the foreign players.
Ravi, same question for you. I mean, have things changed? Yes, I know the COVID situation, as Juan just said, is difficult, but that's the same in every part of the world. I mean, if you see the number of cases in the United Kingdom at an average of 35,000, if you see the US, it's a lakh a day, more than a lakh a day, despite vaccination. We in India are reasonably doing decently now, but yes, the third wave can come, etc. How are you sort of engaging? I mean, are people more interested now in coming to India and playing? Are you getting better response? Give me a sense when you're talking to better quality foreigners globally.
Yeah. No, of course. I mean, I think India has grown on the global footballing map quite significantly in the past, say, 3 to 4 years, just because the league has gotten larger. Like East Bengal and ATK Mohan Bagan joining the league also adds more prestige to the league. So it's always helped to show that we're a very competitive league with a professional approach to everything we do with the game. I think we can all agree that the quality of the foreigners is also improved, right? And it's not just improved in sort of what they bring to the table from in terms of experience, but also sort of the qualities they bring from a technical perspective, because they're not signing the average age of the foreigner perhaps 3-4 years ago might have been 34, 35. Now it's 27, 28, maybe even 30. Right? So they're coming in their peak years now. They feel like India is an opportunity for them to really come and showcase their skills when they're at the peak of their careers. I think it's helped, and I think if you compare the quality of a football game, say from 4 years ago to what happened last season, I think you'll definitely see a drastic improvement in the quality. And that's basically filtered down to the Indian players as well, because you see a lot of the Indian players now also able to sort of play with them. Every year we've increased the number of Indians in the team, and we see that they're equally able to compete just as well as any other foreigner in the league.
A follow-up on that, I mean, a couple of years back also, we would have seen retired foreigners coming. Basically, it was a money-making exercise that, okay, nothing more left, you come, make some money, go. But things have changed drastically over the last couple of years. You're seeing people at their peak come, you're seeing quality has gone up, you're seeing people like Juan come and coach. All of a sudden, India is being taken as a serious budding footballing powerhouse going forward. Am I right in saying that? Is that a correct assessment, Ravi?
No, absolutely. I think you're 100% accurate with that statement and that assessment. I do believe that is the case. And it's quite simply because of the efforts of everybody in the ecosystem involved, right? I think after a very long time, we're seeing everybody pushing in the same direction. And it's always good. It's competitive. Challenges, one or two challenging each other, try to push yourself to the highest. And that only reduces the feeling further and further up, right? Sure. The teams are competitive and they are rivals on the pitch, but off the pitch as well, I think teams have worked hard to sort of speak to each other, to understand the fine and nuances, to try and help each other to ensure that we as football clubs across the country, whether it be in the I League, Goa Pro League, the ISL, or whatever level of football or even the process level, to try and see how best we can learn from each other and try and push Indian football as much further forward as possible. I think that's the ultimate aim and achievement, is to try and push Indian football to the upper echelons of global footballing scheme.
Coach, my favorite 2 dishes are Goan fish curry and Goan prawn curry. What about you? Which ones have you tried?
This is a favorite. But this is it's a difficult question in this case. But it's I think the repeat in a point of view, it's to thinking in one team. It's this is for us the most important to put focus in to work like a team. Put focus like thinking in our target. It's very important. The target the day by day. It's very important. The target month by month. This is my point of view. But to talk about some players, it's difficult. It's difficult.
No. I am saying Goan food is the one of the best food cuisines in the country. Now you tell me.
But
what are your favorite cuisines? Goan prawn curry, Goan fish curry. What do you like to eat? Ravi,
I'm so easy about. All the time is a salad for me. It's not a special. Yeah. So but exists here sometimes a cheese naan. I was talking with Ravi a lot of time cheese naan when I was in Bilbao, but no exists a special food about this.
Coach is a waste. Ravi, he's a waste. If you do not get him to have Goan prawn curry, then what are you giving him? You can't do justice to him without giving him Indian food. You must. We win the Durand Cup. Listen, coach, you're coming to Calcutta. You win the Durand Cup and then you have to have Mishti. I will come and give you Bengali Rasgulla to have. You must have it.
If win the Durand Cup, maximum ice cream.
No ice cream. No ice cream. Have Rasgulla. That is the Bengali food that you must have. Anyway, Ravi. Last question.
I think success with that, Boria, because the coach is more of a sweet tooth than a spicy person, so he can't handle the fish curry. That's why he's evading your question. But I think he'll have more success with the Rasgulla in Kolkata.
I'll get him to have really good Bengali prawn curry, no spice at all. The mustard taste will remain in the mouth.
But the spicy not all. I know when the people told me, no, it's not so spicy. Well, then for me,
no. I'll cook for you. I'll ensure there is no spice. But Ravi, last question.
Believe me, here in restaurants sometimes say, no worries, Juan, it's not so spicy. Yeah, then 6-7 bottles water.
No, that won't happen. We in Bengal, we will ensure that you, after all, you are our guest. We will ensure you don't have spicy food. Ravi,
Okay.
How are you looking at this season? COVID, yes. But are you seeing crowds? Are you seeing a bit more people? Are you seeing Indian football better off compared to last season? Final comments before I close the show with Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very exciting sort of year for everybody involved in Indian football. Again, we continue to develop another year. We've seen teams grow from and learn from their mistakes of the past year. So teams are only getting stronger. It's accepted in the market as well. Obviously, there's the deadline there, and you will see multiple clubs making multiple moves. So the ecosystem has really picked up. There's a lot of excitement. We as a club are very excited about what we can achieve this season as well. We have always set the standards very high for ourselves internally in terms of what we want to achieve. So we want to go out there and put our best foot forward and try and compete with the Durand Cup, and then hopefully we'll translate that into the ISL as well.
Fantastic. Coach, final words before I close the show for your fans.
I hope to enjoy the games. This is the most important for me because the supporters I know love football so much, and we hope to participate in Durand Cup like a professional team, and we enjoy also the games, and of course our mentality at the end is to win this trophy because it's history trophy, and it's a pleasure for us to participate in this season in Durand Cup.
Fantastic. That's the end of this particular episode of Durand Talks with Ravi and Juan. We focused on FC Goa, one of India's best football clubs. And as Coach said, they all of them are looking forward to having a great season. The only thing is, Coach cannot just have salad in India. Then his stay is unfinished. I will solve that problem and ensure he's not served spicy food. Ravi, you failed as an administrator. Solve that. On that note, wish you both the very, very best. Have a great season and look forward to a great Durand Cup. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Bye.